If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com, and of course you can use the code TVM at the checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another video. Today, Team of the Week review, but this time an in-depth one with in-game stats. I tried this last week and it went down quite well, so what I'm going to do is go through it again. Now, if you know me, you'll know that there's probably going to be a fair bit of moaning within this video. I don't moan for the sake of moaning. I know a lot of people think that I just do it for effect, but certain things really do rub me up the wrong way when it comes to FIFA. You know, I'm a FIFA fan first, content creator second, right? And I want this game to be good. It just irritates me that they are sat on top of what could be the best video game out there in terms of sports and just enjoyment in general for football fans, and they just do not take advantage of it. And they give us things like our starting player here, Vernum. Now, I'm not going to go as to why, into why they deserve to be there. That was yesterday's video. Today, we're just going to look at this from a point of view of, if you're a Grimsby fan, do you care about this card? Now, 99 agility, 99 balance with 90 pace looks good, but the rest of it is just god-awful. And I mentioned this yesterday, and I'm not going to dwell too much on this card because we've got a lot to get through. But it would be amazing if they said, look, we're getting rid of silver informs. They've already got rid of bronze, basically. I don't think the bronze informs exist anymore. Get rid of silver. Bump everything up to a 75 minimum. If they're already a 75, take them up to an 81 minimum. And if they're already between 75 and 80, take them up to like an 83 minimum. It's not difficult, it's not game breaking, it'll give people usable cards. Let's move on. Woodrow, 4-star weak foot, 2-star skills. Again, not going to go into why he's there. Is that usable if you're a Barnsley fan? Not really, if I'm honest. He's a cam, right? And he's got 70 dribbling and 68 vision. Again, you just need bump it up to 80. I mean, that's come from a silver, so I know what I'm saying. It doesn't really make any sense. But if you're close to gold as a silver, you should still go up to 80. Give that a +4, and then all of a sudden, +4 on everything there, and it doesn't look too bad. As it stands, it's just not a great card. Squad battles material. Stevanovic, good pace, good weak foot, good work rate. It's just a fodder card, isn't it? Terrible composure, terrible reactions. Just nothing about it. It's just one of those, if you're a fan, you'll pick it up, but other than that, I don't think you'll probably care. Bartolome sounds like sounds like a sausage, doesn't it? I'm not sure. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills. Weak foot's good. That's much better. That is much better. In my opinion, that's kind of usable. I wouldn't go out and buy it straight away, but if you're a fan of the club, I would say that is at least semi-usable. He's got good acceleration. He's got good short passing. Bear in mind, this is a 78 rated card. If this was like 80, 82 rated, you'd be like, okay, well, not great. But as a 78 rated card, that's actually not bad. So good job on EA for that. Good stamina as well. You can actually keep him on for the full 90. Move on to Kakuta. 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot would be better if it was the other way around. He is a cam. And see, that's where the inconsistency lies for me. That 78 rated card is better than this. His stamina means that he's useless. He plays in a top 5 league, right? But he's not really usable. His ball control is okay and his dribbling is okay as well. Very good agility and balance. He's got good acceleration. His sprint speed is poor in comparison. He can't shoot worth a damn. His passing is substandard for a cam. He has no reactions. His composure is lacking. And we just come back round to that stamina. It's poor. That 78 rated card, in my opinion, is much better than this one. Now, I know you'd be playing him in different positions. He's a cam, but you can't pass. At least he can pass. Convert him to a cam, and I think he'd be better. I don't know. Let's move on. Carlos Tevez, let me have a look at this. 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot, high-low. I do like the high-low, but the weak foot is a bit annoying. He has absolutely no legs left. They've completely butchered his pace. But look what they've also done. He's got 64 stamina, so he's not usable. There's just not two ways about it, really. That's it. It comes down to he's super slow, he has no agility, and he has no stamina. So he's going to be dead by half time, and you're not going to have got any enjoyment out of him because you won't be able to move him. He's going to feel like a barge sinking off the Isle of Wight. It's just not a good card. And again, if you're a Buenos Aires fan, then yeah, I don't know, you're just not going to enjoy it, you really. I mean, it's got good composure, I suppose, but apart from that, it's not really, I don't know. I just don't think anyone would use it. Verghorst, this card last year would have been banging. This year, not so much. High, not great. 6/6, which is okay, and then 3-star, 3-star. Very good finishing, great positioning, good shot power. Excellent strength in terms of physicals in general, really good. Good heading, composure and reactions are on point. But then we start to really, he's going to be one of those slow hold-up players. He's not going to fit the meta of this game. So it depends on what you like and what you have, what your players are all about. But for me personally, it would literally be get the ball to him, hold it up, and then pass it off. So I'd probably give him a Deadeye because I'd want to bump up that passing. It's not a terrible card. If you're a Wolfsburg fan, you might be able to use it, especially in squad battles. It'll be all right. Moving on to Suso, 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot. Left-footed, high, medium. Stamina is lacking again. The sprint speed acceleration differential there is unbelievable. It's 9 points difference between them. He's going to get off quite quickly and then just slow right down. He's got good agility, good balance, great ball control and dribbling, but then the composure, the reactions, they're not great. The sprint speed isn't great. The finishing is quite bad. It's a bit of a hit or miss card. I think you'd want to move it into central. I don't think you'd want to use it as a winger. That's for damn sure. You can't use him as a striker. His finishing's not good enough. I mean, you could maybe, again, stick a Deadeye on him and try to use him as a striker if you really want to. Maybe an artist would be okay. An engine, again, is another one that you could use. It's not bad if you want to use him as a central card, but just be prepared to sub him off because that stamina isn't quite good enough. Hamdallah, going to be extremely difficult to get this guy into a team, but that's just assume he's going to come off the bench. That means, unfortunately, it's wasted stamina because I'm not moaning about everything for the sake of it, but he's got great stamina, but you're never going to start him unless you just surround him with icons. But if you've got a team where you can surround him with icons, you're not going to want to use Hamdallah. Does that make sense? Great finishing, great composure. Bear in mind, 84 rated card. I mean, that's a good card, very well rounded. Good where it needs to be, I mean, his finishing in his attack position is insane. I would imagine that card is actually quite good. His agility is not too bad. His pace and acceleration could do with a bit of a boost, but generally speaking, I think that's a good card. And it's the first one we've come to where I've gone, do you know what? I like that, and I actually wouldn't mind using it. The 78 rated Italian is quite good, but I mean, that is usable in my opinion. Moving on to Stindl. 4-star, medium. Well-rounded, but not really a card anyone outside of Borussia Mönchengladbach fans are going to want to use, I wouldn't imagine. I mean, his passing is alright, his shooting from distance is decent, his attack positioning's good, ball control's good. It's one of those cards that doesn't quite get into the Class 2 sort of area, and is sort of deep within Class 3, and it's one of those, if you're a fan, you'll pick it up. If you're not, you will forget that it exists. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's nothing special at all. And again, outside of the fans of that card, I don't think you'll be that bothered. The right back for Nice, I mean, you've got, I think there's an informed Kenny Lala. There was a player moments Kenny Lala as well. There's a few other cards knocking about. He just doesn't have any pace. I'm not going to rib on anything like the stamina or even the composure, the reactions, or even anything like defensive-wise. Defensively, actually, he's quite good, but unfortunately, he just doesn't have the legs to carry him there. I'm sorry if you're a fan of this club, but I mean, I would say useless. I mean, with a basic chem style, you get 83 kicking, 85 handling, 89 diving, 94 reflexes, 71 speed, which is actually very good, and 91 positioning. So it's not a terrible goalkeeper considering, but actually no, you wouldn't get 71 speed. You'd get 66 speed, which again is actually not that bad. But either way, I just don't see anyone using it unless you're a fan of that club. Moving on, Manuel Neuer. In my opinion, this is a bit of a pointless card. If you're one of the minority who has a use for this, you won't obviously be included. But it's a great card. A basic chem style, everything is 99 apart from speed, which comes up to 63, which is still good. But my argument with it is, chances are you probably have the flashback if you were interested in the German side of things anyway. I'm not moaning that he's there, but the fact that he is there takes away from Gnabry, who should be there. But it is what it is. Good card. Very good card, in fact. Moving on to Klosterman. As a centre-back, I mean, to be fair, if he was a fullback, I know he is a centre back, but he's normally a fullback. If he was one, he wouldn't be very good. As a centre back, you might be able to get away with it. His composure isn't very good. That's bad, even if you boost it with the chem style. Same with his reactions. You're just not going to get a good experience there. But his sprint speed's very good. His acceleration's good. He's not going to feel mobile, but he might be with a decent defensive chem style. He might be good enough to be able to use in a Bundesliga team. I wouldn't say foot champs or anything like that, and he's not a Class 2 player, that's for damn sure. But if you're having a bit of fun, you're a Leipzig fan, for instance, I don't think that's too bad. I would have still preferred to seen a right wing back Mukiele, though. Glick, in my opinion, purely in there to get rating up for the team of the week, but it is a very good card. He just lacks acceleration and sprint speed, but in terms of the defensive stats and the physicals, he's got some very good ones. It's just that speed that's going to let you down. Harry Maguire has a once to watch card, of course. Again, the acceleration, the sprint speed is going to let you down. The rest of the card, though, is phenomenal. I actually have it on an account, so I wouldn't mind trying it out to see if that pace is too much of a problem. I think a shadow is... I say that, right? That's a lot of money and a big commitment, and I won't be doing that in the review. I'll probably put an anchor on him. But the shadow chem style is your only hope there to try and improve that pace. The question is, unless you're a United fan, I doubt you'd want to take the risk of spending, 20-25k on a shadow to put it on him to see if he's worth it. So, I don't know. Other than pace, though, that is a great card. Moving on to Pepe, of course, he has a ones to watch as well. I'd say that this is just about in Class 2. I say just about. It's firmly in Class 2. Insane pace, insane agility, good stamina. Very good dribbling skills. Again, should be good in front of goal. With the right chem style, could probably go to, a 90-something rated striker or cam. I do like that card. I think it's a very good card. I would be interested to know, price-wise, what that's currently coming in as. So as we move on to the next card, I tell you what, that Pepe card is about 100k on Xbox right now, and he's about 85k on PlayStation. It's not even rewards day for me yet. It's Wednesday evening. This has only been out for an hour. So if rewards day is anything to go by, they should come down by quite a lot. That Pepe card is going to be extremely affordable. I would definitely recommend that if you could get it for 50-60k. I think that's a good card. Let's move on to Gerard Moreno. And this card has far too many flaws for it really to be usable. In terms of a right mid, he's got... I don't know, it's just... His acceleration really does let him down. He's got really good long shots. Well, not really good, but decent long shots. Good shot power, finishing, attack positioning, all that's really, really good. His shooting in general is quite good. But his vision is lacking massively. So the short passing it's going to be okay, but not for creativity. And then in terms of the dribbling, you've got actual dribbling and ball control skills there, but the reactions are good, but then no agility, no balance, and the composure's low. The physicals are going to let him down as well in terms of an 87 rated card. And bearing in mind, he does have, or should have by now, an 88 rated headliner. It's just one of those cards that is pure fodder. No one, I don't even think Villarreal fans would want to pick this up. It's just fodder. Last year, this would have been super usable because of the heading ability and the finishing. And of course, bumping up the jumping. But this year, it just doesn't fit the meta at all, and people just don't really care too much. Moving on to Partey, I think he already has a card that is 86 rated. I think his UCL Live card is 86 rated. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just looking. Yes, it is. It's around 100k right now. Of course, they did win last night. The card differences are minimal. It's only sort of one here or there, but the defensive stats and the dribbling stats are better on this by 1, but the pace is worse off by 1. So the card already exists on the market, but this card is already 30k. And in my opinion, if you're a fan of Atletico or you have a La Liga team and you're looking for a good CDM, I quite like him. His balance is horrendous, but if you can bump up that agility just a little bit and maybe give him some better defensive stats, you're laughing, really. He's got a really good card. I do like that. For 30k as well, that's what we're looking at. Not a really good card in general, but for 30k... That's pretty damn good. 3-star, high defensive again. Not bad at all. Let's go and have a look at Milinkovic-Savic. 4-star, high medium, 6'3". It's just one of those, again, box to box maybe, but he's going to feel like a boat. He has no pace. He has no agility. The reactions are quite low as well, so he's got absolutely nothing going for him in terms of mobility. He's going to feel like a sinking brick. That's the problem with this game this year, is unless your card has either a little bit of pace or a little bit of agility, balance, or reactions, you are going to struggle. And unfortunately, Milinkovic-Savic doesn't have any of it. And of course, he is 6'3", so he's going to feel even worse on top of that again. In my opinion, that card isn't really usable for an awful lot outside of being a makeshift CDM. Like, you could literally give him... let me have a look here. So, let me bring up Milinkovic-Savic. If you gave him a defensive chem star, and bear in mind, he does have an 88 rated card already, so if you chose the 88, then this is completely irrelevant to you. But if you were to give him like a Sentinel, for instance, I mean, Sentinel is probably not what you'd want to give him. Maybe you'd want to give him a Powerhouse. But either way, let's just assume you did give him a Powerhouse. You get 99 short passing, 96 vision, which is good, but then you also get really good defensive stats. Turns him into an 89 rated CDM. That is the only way, in my opinion, you get away with using this card. You turn him into an 89 rated DM, and you literally just whack him into CDM and say no more about it. Other than that, I honestly think you're going to struggle, unless you are super good at this game. Moving on to Berghuis. Now, this off the bench wouldn't be too bad. And I say off the bench for a couple of reasons. A, his stamina, and B, because you won't really fit him into many top-end teams. Saying that, though, if you are bringing him off the bench and you've got a top-end team, chances are you're only doing it for a laugh, because this card isn't great. His balance is a little bit low, his composure is suffering, and his sprint speed to acceleration comparison there is 9 difference. I mean, that's 8 difference. That's a lot. That is a lot. His agility should make up for a little bit of it, but his balance will hold him back. His reactions isn't great. So far, I know I'm picking a lot wrong with every card I come up against, but that's the issue with the way that EA have their systems. You know, they upgrade these cards, but they don't upgrade them equally across the board. They just give them set stats, and they don't consider the fact that, hey, this card isn't actually going to be that usable because his stamina's low, his balance, his composure, his sprint speed to acceleration differential isn't good enough. It's not a great card. It'll be a little bit of fun, especially if you're a Fire Node fan, but I just don't really see many people wanting to pick that up and use it. Again, with the 2-star weak foot, it just makes it even less desirable. That's what we really need for informs. We need weak feet and skill move upgrades, weak foot and skill move upgrades for certain players who at least have done something with that weak foot. You know, like for all I know, Berghuis scored, what is he, left-footed, right-footed? He's left-footed. For all we know, he scored with his right foot, but they won't upgrade that weak foot because EA, and that's irritating. Moving on to Heung-min Son, that is one of the big cards actually. Who's next? Dybala and Son. Those are the only two left. So 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. We know all about this card. I'm pretty sure he has... I'm pretty sure Heung-min Son has a 90 rated card already. No, he doesn't. He has an 88. So let's go over to Futbin to have a little look here. So he's currently coming in around £1 mil. That's a lot of coins to spend on a card, but with the lack of SBCs and such lately, why not spend it on Heung-min Son? What else are you going to spend it on? I do like this card, right? I think for 1 million coins, it's a lot, right? And I'm not saying go out and spend 1 million. He'll come down from that anyway. This is just, you know, he's only been out an hour 25. But I mean, that's great across the board. He's already an 88 rated striker, points per position. If we were to give him, for instance, a sniper, because we want to boost up that balance. If you give him a sniper, he's a 92 rated striker. He's a 94 rated CF. That is phenomenally good. And yes, it's expensive, but you get what you pay for, and you are going to get a top-end card there. That, with a chem style, is class 1. Honestly, I'm not gonna shy away from saying it. I think that is a top card, really, really good. But you are going to be paying a premium for it. Does he have a live card? He does have a UCL live card, which only obviously gets upgraded if Tottenham go through against Leipzig. Now, as I'm recording this, they haven't actually played yet, so I can't speculate on that. For all I know, Leipzig have beaten them 8-0. But if he does go up, obviously holders of that card, you'll get a 90 rated at some point. But he's got the potential to go even further again. But on form for Spurs right now, so who knows, he might get another card. One more inform from him, and he could very well get himself a team of the season. He's on course. He's on course. Let's have a look at Dybala. We'll just have a look at him on Futbin. Now, a lot cheaper than your 90 rated Heung-min Son. 190, 170, 190, depends on your platform and, of course, what time of day you buy him, because, like I said, they've only been out about an hour 25. It's a shame about his weak foot, only the 3-star. Again, he's on course for a team of the season there. He does have a UCL Live card. It is central. This is a left wing. Every other card that he's had, by the way, has been a central card, and now they've just given him this winger card. But again, he's already an 89 rated cam, or he's an 88 rated left wing. If we were to give him, again, just pop an engine on there, 93 rated cam, Deadeye is a 94, Sniper's a 92. I mean, 93. I mean, that's a great card. Again, you are talking top end. He's not class 1, in my opinion, because his stamina and because of that weak foot. And the sprint speed differential, again, to the acceleration isn't quite there. But I do like the card. I think it's very good. And that is a much more affordable card with a top-end price of 350k. And he'll come down. I say top-end price. That's his max price range. But he's already 170, 190. He's going to come down to nearly 100k with rewards. Honestly, I think that's a great buy. It really is. How much is the 89? The 89 rated Dybala is only 65 to 75,000 coins. How much is that? And the UCL Live is between 7 and 800k. That is crazy. Just because he's a central card and because he's got the potential of going up maybe 1, possibly 2 more if they're lucky. But either way, I think that's a very good card for the money. If you can get it for 100k especially, you are laughing. That though is going to bring us to the end of the Team of the Week in-game stats review. Maybe a bit long-winded. I have no idea how long that was. My recording says 23 minutes, but I took a little intermission, so hopefully not that long. But yeah, that's a whole look at it. So the ones that I think are worth buying off the market, I think Pepe is going to be very good value for money. I think Klosterman could be fun if you've got a Bundesliga team and you just want to play a bit of rivals for a laugh just to see how good he is. I think Dybala is going to be good value for money if he can come down to about 100k. Partey is decent for 30k. He really is. I would like to test Maguire, because if Maguire's acceleration and pace in general isn't that bad, I would say that that's a very, very good centre-back. Everything else, though, and apart from that 78 rated Italian, everything else on the subs and reserves is a bit meh, if I'm honest. In terms of packing, the only ones realistically you'd be happy to pack is Heung-min Son and maybe Dybala if you could get him while he's still worth a little something. But apart from that, honestly, there's only one card worth packing this week, and that's Heung-min Son. Let me know what you think of the Team of the Week in the comment section down below. We need a big overhaul in FIFA 21 because, I mean, they've just released the Team of the Week, and I'm saying there's only one card that you're going to be interested in packing, and it's only February. I mean, they need a massive overhaul to this. They really do. If you have enjoyed the video and you want to see this next week, do me a favour and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.